It's been almost 6 years since a certain Belgian football player did indeed stumble into Stamford Bridge just after tasting French title success with Team Lille, and almost instantly he became a Chelsea legend. Eden Hazard has scored 69 goals in 208 appearances for Chelsea, and within that time has become not only a fan favourite but also an integral part of the entire team since he signed for around £32 million. Having won 2 Premier League titles, the FA Cup, the League Cup and the Europa League a few years ago, he's done his bit for the Blues, but now it's time for him to move on. Why? Here's why. Now straight away, that may sound confusing. Well, no, it only sounds confusing if you're a Chelsea fan and you don't want one of your star players to leave. Everybody else is just like, I don't care, it's not my team, do whatever you want. However, it is the right time for Hazard to take his skills and ply his trade elsewhere for many reasons. One, Chelsea does indeed seem to be a team that is about to stagnate, mostly because they can't make up their mind with the managerial situation, and there's everything that's currently going on at the board level. Chelsea's Premier League title defence didn't really go to plan last season, and when I say it didn't go to plan, I mean it blew up in their face, and this isn't the first time it's happened at the club, especially when Eden Hazard has been there. The same post-title blues, yeah, that's a pun, it's pretty funny, I'm a pretty funny guy, also happened when they won the title in the 2014-2015 season. Nobody knew after that Leicester would go on to do what they did. However, Chelsea finished 10th, and you know who finished 10th this season? Newcastle. And that ain't no rag on Newcastle, I'm just saying that's not where Chelsea want or need to be. At the end of last season too, they finished 5th, and they were 5 points away from 4th, where Liverpool finished, which means they were 5 points off, obviously, getting into the Champions League. Now, I don't know about you, and if you're a Chelsea fan, you're going to disagree, but that doesn't necessarily sound like the type of club someone of Eden Hazard's skill wants to be. He wants to be playing Champions League football. And given that as of me saying these words, the club haven't really bought anyone that would make Hazard go, oh, I want to stay, you could understand why he'd want to go. At this point in his career too, as he enters his late 20s, he wants to be lighting up Europe with the best of them, and you do that in the top competitions. Next year, Chelsea ain't in them. Also, as we mentioned, the club does seem to be going through a transition period, and if they're about to transition and start, I don't know, somewhere new or build back up from the ground or whatever, that's the time to go. It just makes sense. And missing out on all of this isn't the only reason he should leave, because there are clubs apparently that are interested in, such as Real Madrid. And let's face it, if you're Eden Hazard and you know you can go to Spain and play with someone like Ronaldo, of course you're going to go, because one, he's one of the best players ever and eventually he is going to retire, but two, you may be able to become Ronaldo's best friend, and who wouldn't want that? Imagine calling your mum or your dad or your friends and going, guess where I am? I'm at Ronaldo's house, or at least one of his like 50,000 houses, and that's cool. Let's not just think about football here, even though we are on What Culture Football. Let's talk about the stuff around that, and being Ronnie's friend, that sounds pretty good to me. I'd even take a dip in wages. I'd take a dip in wages just so I could say, me and the Ron boy, we're tight. If nothing else, really, Hazard has achieved everything he's going to at Chelsea, and with the likes of Madrid, as we've said, potentially interested, or PSG, or even Barcelona, now's the time. Make the jump to one of these super clubs. And also, have you seen Eden Hazard recently? He don't look like he's having the best time in London. That's all I'm going to say. Just trying to be honest here. Maybe he loves it, but sometimes in interviews it's like, you don't want to be here no more, pal. And yeah, the Premier League is one of, if not the best football division in the world. But again, if he does want to win Champions League medals and he wants to do all this stuff and get all these accolades, he's 27 years old. Now is the time to do it, especially once more. If Madrid are interested, Madrid just won 3 Champions League on the bounce. If that ain't enough to entice someone away, I don't know what is. Also, he does want to fulfill his potential. Let's say he has an amazing World Cup, you want to come up the back of that, and you want to use that momentum to keep climbing up the ladder. And I'm just saying, if he does stay at Chelsea, that may not happen. And it may do. I may be wrong. I'm just presenting an opinion here. You know, I'm like being devil's advocate. So now we can all debate this and have a little chat in the comments below. That's all it is. Smile on your face. Always believe football. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about Eden Hazard's future. Should he leave Chelsea? Should he stay at Chelsea? Maybe you think he should retire from football altogether. That's what they're there for. Like, share and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com where you can read more articles about this, or you can follow What Culture on Twitter at WhatCultureFC. My name is Simon Miller. This was What Culture Football. I just want to say thank you for welcoming me to the channel. If you are out there looking at me through your TV screen or your computer screen or one of the many screens we get in 2018, and you're thinking to yourself, what does this bald idiot know about football? Well, I know two things. One, I follow Arsenal. Two, I follow Luton. That's it. The rest of it I just enjoy. I enjoy watching, a group of players kick a ball around. Sometimes they stick it in the net and I cheer. I know I'm meant to do that, but otherwise, as I do with everything in my life, I'm a positive guy and I enjoy it because it's fun. I'll see you soon.
Wow, wasn't that great, guys? I don't know, it's your decision. Subscribe if you enjoyed it down here. Check out more of our content over here, or check out some of our other channels over here. Oh, you better click it before I do. No, seriously, you should click it though.